People of Sint Maarten, I come to you today as your Prime Minister to provide you with an update on our current national energy crisis. First, I must acknowledge the consequences this energy crisis has been having on our lives. This crisis has negatively impacted our lives and economy. Every day, your schedule is affected by the unreliable distribution of electricity and in some districts even the distribution of water. Businesses, small and large, are being affected with serious consequences. It is resulting in a loss of income for businesses as well as a loss of revenue for government, which makes it more difficult to provide the necessary services to you, the people of Sint Maarten. We understand the frustration and hardship that this crisis has created. This government assumed its responsibility after taking office in May of this year and provided what we considered at that time immediate and short-term solutions, along with working to finalize the financial aspects for the long-term solutions of this crisis. Unfortunately, as existing problems have continued to expand, the situation of our utility company is much worse than we expected. This deterioration is the direct result of politicizing of our appointments and the dismissals of management, which has resulted in a lack of continuity in the interest of GB. GB has been used in the past as an extended arm of politicians. Before I continue though, it's important to positively highlight the workers of GB. In this time of crisis, we must take a moment to appreciate and acknowledge the demanding work being done by GB's employees. I would like to commend all the men and women who worked tirelessly, doing all that they can to provide valuable services for us as they go above and beyond to make sure this situation is resolved. Thank you for your dedication. I must also mention that as the shareholder representatives, we have pushed the management and the board of GEBE to speed up the restoration process. Last night, we held another general shareholders meeting with the management and the supervisory board of directors of GEBE. At this moment, 4 of the 10 engines are down. GB needs to supply the country with 57 megawatts in peak moments. However, at this moment, on average, GEBE can only supply around the 65% of its total capacity. Since May, engine 19, which produces 10 megawatt, has been out. For the past 5 weeks, engine 9, which produces 4 megawatt, has been out. Since last week, engine 8, which produces 4 megawatt, has been out. And since the 9th of August, engine 16, which produces 7 megawatt, has also been out. The engines of GB are running overtime, and this increased runtime caused the engines to stop. These aging engines lack maintenance, and some of them are way past their time of replacement. I know that many are asking how we got to this point. The reality is that the irresponsible actions of past governments has led us to where we are today. Actions such as taking funds out of GB made it impossible to invest in new engines, along with continuously changing management and supervisory board members of the GEBE. Therefore, there was no continuity and no vision for the future of GEBE. It is also important to mention that in the last years, the shareholder failed to fill important management positions, being the CEO, the CFO, and the COO. We have only had a temporary crisis manager. If we go back to the country package, an agreement signed in December 2020 by the previous government and the Netherlands, it is worth noting that one of the first points mentioned was the country packages that would ensure continuity of vital processes, which in any case included electricity, internet, and data services, and of course drinking water for the people of Sint Maarten. So the Netherlands practically warned Sint Maarten government in 2020 that they must take care of GEBE to guarantee the continuity of the services of our utility company for the people of our country. Given the state of GEBE today, it is obvious that no measures were taken to guarantee these services. At this moment, we cannot change the past anymore. However, we must acknowledge that mistakes were made so that we can ensure that they will not repeat in the future. As a government, we have assumed responsibility and have taken decisions to provide immediate and short-term and long-term solutions. Once again, the immediate solutions is the 10 megawatt container generators, which are on the island and will be operational at the latest end of next week. In September, the additional 20 megawatt container generators will arrive and be operational at the end of October. In the coming week, this government is planning to appoint temporary managers to immediately fill in the much-needed management positions in this company. This will be done in anticipation of the lengthy procedure required to appoint permanent managers through the corporate government structure. Implementing a plan for the sustainability of GB will be a top priority amongst the task of these managers. During the coming weeks, the government cannot guarantee that there will not be any more load shedding. However, with the operation of the container generators next week, GB will be better able to distribute electricity to the community while the repairs of the other engines continue. Finally, a lot has been said about the possibility of relief and incentives to the community during these difficult times. I can promise you, the people of Sint Maarten, that this government will be discussing the possibilities. However, it must be mentioned that these possibilities for relief cannot be at the detriment of GB's operation or finance. This government will take a responsible decision.